Alex Ekubo, a light that will never fade. There are some people whose presence feels larger than life. People who walk into a room and instantly bring warmth, laughter, and light. And then there are those rare souls whose impact continues to echo, even when they are no longer physically present. Alex Ekubo was one of those people. To millions across Africa and around the world, he was more than just an actor. He was a symbol of resilience, charisma, talent, and hope. A man whose smile could brighten a screen, and whose personality could make strangers feel like family. Born in Nigeria, Alex Ekubo grew up with dreams bigger than his surroundings. Like many young dreamers, the road ahead was not always easy. There were moments of uncertainty, moments of struggle, and moments when giving up may have seemed easier than continuing. But Alex carried something powerful inside him: determination. Before the fame, before the red carpets, before the cameras and applause, there was simply a young man trying to create a better future for himself and his family. And through hard work, discipline, and consistency, he slowly began building the foundation for what would become an unforgettable career. The entertainment industry is not an easy place to survive. Thousands of talented people enter every year, but only a few leave a lasting mark. Alex Ekubo was one of the few who did. His natural charm, confidence, and sense of humor made him impossible to ignore. Whether he appeared in romantic films, emotional dramas, or comedy roles, audiences connected with him instantly. He had a unique ability to make every performance feel real. And that authenticity became one of the reasons people loved him so deeply. As his popularity grew, so did the admiration from fans across the world. People didn't just watch his movies. They followed his journey. They celebrated his victories, laughed at his jokes, and found inspiration in his success story. But beyond the fame and spotlight, Alex remained human. Behind every smile was a man who experienced pain, pressure, expectations, and emotional battles just like everyone else. Fame often hides the silent struggles people face privately. And sometimes the people who make others smile the most are carrying invisible pain within themselves. Still, Alex continued to show up for the world with courage. He continued to entertain. He continued to inspire. And he continued to remind people that greatness is built through persistence. Throughout his career, he became one of the recognizable faces in Nollywood. His style, elegance, and confidence made him stand out both on and off the screen. He attended award shows, inspired younger actors, and built a legacy that many aspiring entertainers hope to follow someday. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about Alex Ekubo was not just his talent. It was the energy he carried. There was something comforting about him, something genuine, something that made people feel connected to him, even if they had never met him personally. And that is why moments like this feel so painful for many people. Because losing someone who brought joy to others leaves behind a silence that words can barely explain. When people heard the news, many struggled to believe it. Social media became filled with tears, tributes, memories, old interviews, photographs, and emotional messages from fans and colleagues. People remembered his laughter, his kindness, his unforgettable screen presence. Some shared stories about how his movies helped them during difficult times. Others remembered the motivational energy he carried online, and many simply expressed heartbreak that such a bright light could fade so suddenly. But maybe true lights never really fade, because even though a person may leave this world physically, their impact remains alive in the hearts they touched. And Alex touched many hearts. His journey reminds us how precious life truly is, how important it is to appreciate people while they are here, to show love openly, to support one another, and to never assume tomorrow is guaranteed. In a world filled with negativity and hardship, Alex Ekubo gave people moments of happiness, moments of escape, moments of laughter. And sometimes that kind of gift is more powerful than we realize. For young dreamers watching his story, his life remains proof that background does not determine destiny, that persistence can open doors, and that confidence, faith, and consistency can transform. Legends are not remembered because they were perfect. They are remembered because they made people feel something real. And Alex Ekubo did exactly that. His story will continue to inspire future generations of actors, entertainers, and dreamers across Africa and beyond. His voice may no longer speak directly to us, but his influence continues to echo through every life he touched. And perhaps somewhere beyond this world, beyond the noise, beyond the pain, beyond the temporary struggles of life, he has finally found peace. No more pressure, no more expectations, no more silent battles, only rest, only light, only eternity. And so today, we do not simply mourn a celebrity. We remember a human being who gave the world a part of himself through his talent, his passion, and his spirit. We remember the smiles he created, the inspiration he gave, and the memories he leaves behind. Because some stars shine so brightly that even after they disappear from the sky, their light continues reaching the world for years to come. And Alex Ekubo's light will never truly fade away.
Tonight the world feels quieter. A voice we loved has faded into eternity. But memories never die. The lights still shine, but the stage feels cold. 1,000 stories left untold. Your laughter echoed through the pain. Now silence softly calls your name. You gave the world a smiling face, brought joy and hope with the pace. But heaven called when hearts weren't ready, and now the tears keep falling heavy. We watched you rise through sacrifice, turning dark days into paradise. You carried laid dreams upon your soul, and somehow made the broken whole.